What's good, guys? In today's video, I'm going to talk about what I think is the biggest opportunity in crypto right now, and that is the upcoming FriendTech airdrop and what is going on the FriendTech platform right now. And luckily, FriendTech just earlier today announced that you can use FriendTech on your desktop, which is good for us because now I'm able to show you guys the platform on desktop. So what is FriendTech? FriendTech is basically just a platform where you can buy and sell shares of your friends. If you buy, the price goes up. When you sell, the price goes down. There's an explore page so you can find people whose shares are currently trending, the top shares on the platform, which some of them are getting really expensive as the price just kind of continues to go up and money keeps flowing in. And when you buy one of these shares, you basically just get access to a chat room with them. That's all it is. So I don't have a Racer key. Racer's the guy who created FriendTech. He has the most expensive key on the platform right now. I do not have one of his keys, so I can't view his chat room, but I do have keys for some other people, and basically this is what happens when you own someone's key. You just get access to their chat. Now, at the moment, that's really all there is to the entire platform. It's just buying people's keys, selling people's keys, and getting access to a chat room from it. But where the opportunity comes in is in the airdrop that they have upcoming. FriendTech is currently growing extremely rapidly with over 220,000 total unique users. Now, we don't know how many of these are real, how many are bots, but still a crazy number, and 17,600 new users in the last 24 hours. Absolutely crazy. They announced that they're being backed by Paradigm, which is the same VC that was backing Blur, and I personally had friends that made $50,000 and $100,000 from that airdrop. I made a good chunk of change from that as well, and I wasn't even doing much. I wasn't really farming. I was just using the platform to buy and sell NFTs. And the way that this airdrop is going to work is they drop you points every single Friday. So currently I have 228 points, which really is not that many, but over the course of 6 months, so it's already been about a month and a week since the platform came out, and over the course of the next 5 months, they're going to be airdropping up to a total of 100 million points. They airdrop these points every single Friday, and it says the points will have a special purpose once the beta period ends. Many are speculating, and I believe that that is going to be to calculate your airdrop. And like I said, I believe this airdrop can be massive. In the last month and a week since this platform has been active, creators on the platform have earned over $12 million, and they've generated over $24 million in fees. The way it works is every time you buy or sell, there's a 10% tax, and the person whose shares you're buying and selling gets half of that, and the platform gets half. So the platform has made $12 million, which is a lot of money, and should mean that their token will do very well. There's a lot of people on Twitter currently speculating how much, or X currently speculating how much this airdrop is going to be worth, with people throwing out $150 a point, $20 a point, $10 a point, which I think are pretty ridiculous. But here's a prediction that I think is a little bit more realistic. Blur had around 150,000 users in season 1, a 40 million TVL right before drop, which is pretty similar to FriendTech's current TVL at 36 million. And FriendTech, at the time of this user's writing, had 130,000 users. And they believe that FriendTech can reach a $400 million FDV with a 12% airdrop, which would give around 48 cents per point. I somewhat agree with that, but I think at the rate that the TVL is growing and the fact that there's still almost 5 months left, this can be significantly higher. And I also think the airdrop has a good chance of actually being more than 12%, in the range of 20 or 30%, probably somewhere around 20. I think that a good estimate would be around $1 to $2, given market conditions don't change. But at the same time, no one really knows, and it's all speculation. However, this airdrop can be absolutely massive. There's definitely going to be people that make millions off this. There's going to be people that make hundreds of thousands and 5 figures and everything in between. So how do you maximize your airdrop value, or the amount of money that you're going to get from the airdrop? Well, there's 2 things that mainly drive it. Number 1 is your portfolio value. I've seen estimates that this is about 80% of your total airdrop comes from just the value of your portfolio. And number 2 is activity, which is, from what everything and all the information that I've gathered, basically gives you a multiplier. So for 1 ETH on the platform, people have reported that they are generating about 400 points a week. But if they are not active on the platform, this can get as low as $40. So activity plays a huge role. There's also some other things like how many people's shares you're holding, the fees that you've collected, your own key price. But I think that those are generally very small factors, and portfolio value and activity are the two main things that you should be focusing on, and that I am personally focusing on. So how do you grow your portfolio, and what are good trading strategies for FriendTech? Well, I think the days of very, very easy money on FriendTech are over. I do think that share prices will continue to trend up since people don't really have an incentive to bridge their funds out. It takes a week to get off of base. And with this 3-3 culture where people are saying, I'll buy your share and you buy mine and we'll just hold, people are increasingly just keeping their money in the platform. In the beginning, there was very easy ways to make money. For example, when celebrities like FaZe Banks joined the platform, his keys were trading absolutely dirt cheap. They're currently at 0.856 ETH, but they did get up to, I believe, around close to 4 ETH actually in price. And there were people that sniped his account the second that he joined the app and were able to sell his shares an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours later for, hundreds of times what they paid for it, making thousands, tens, and hundreds of thousands of dollars. At this point, every large account that's joining, celebrity accounts, big projects, are getting instantly botted, and the kind of arbitrage opportunities are not there anymore. There definitely still are some, but I would say a vast majority of quick, easy arbitrage opportunities are just not there unless you have a bot or are very experienced, which I sadly don't, and I'm guessing most of you don't. So in my opinion, the best strategy for farming FriendTech and making money is to find undervalued accounts, whether that's people you follow on Twitter, people who just joined who don't have many Twitter followers, who are kind of under the radar, but give good information or have good insight, and buy their shares while they're relatively cheap, and then hope for them to go up. You can also park your money into kind of safer people, like some of these top shares. But for me personally, that's taking too big of a risk. So I am currently focused on finding smaller people that I think have potential and parking my money up there. Now, like I said before, shares have been basically on an up-only trajectory. This is a list of the top 50 FriendTech keys, and as you can see, they are basically up only. Look at all these charts, like wow. Here's the thing, eventually the music is going to stop, whether that's right after the airdrop or whether that's right before the airdrop in anticipation or even sooner. Everything is going to come down. I'm 100% sure of this. The app itself is glitchy. There is very little functionality. There's just chats, and I guess you can send pictures in the chats. Creators get 5% of fees, which can add up if you're a very large creator, but in most cases, creators can do the same thing on OnlyFans or Patreon and actually make 50 to 100% of all of their earnings to take home. This just doesn't make much sense for me. The product isn't great. It's a very cool concept, but I just don't think that they'll be able to onboard the masses into this. And we've seen this type of stuff a million times. So I just want to urge caution and to not get too hyped up and excited about the airdrop to where you're throwing money at everything, because the music will stop and it all will come down eventually. But for now, I do think this is probably the best opportunity out there. People are going to make a ton of money and it's not too much work. Buy shares, park your money up, and talk in chats every once in a while and stay active on the app. I hope I could add some value to you guys, and for the first few of you who make it to the end of the video, here are 3 codes if you don't already have codes that you can use. And make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and helps more people see my stuff. Thank you so much.